Yo, I fucking love a croissant.
I'm gonna zoom you in.
I found a tiny bottle of wine in the fridge. It looks like olive oil from far away. That thing's staring into my soul. Oh my goodness. You ever think about how cameras were made?
No, look at me, dude. You weirdo. Amaze me, bitches.
Tell me on this whole podcast thing you've got.
I'm trying to do the thing,
Let's
bro.
hear your pitch.
I'm trying to get famous over here. What's up, bitches?
Ew.
This is Fred Chino. I'm over here
Gross.
in the Inkaholics podcast
Yeah.
over at 1001 Troubles Tattoo. I'm a tattoo artist. Michelle's a tattoo artist, and this motherfucker. This is the ink. This is the Inkaholics, bitch. What's up, meow? What? Oh shit! That's the fucking song, bro. That's the intro song right there. Did you know that?
You chose to say those things. Now here we are.
It is the end of the day.
This is different. We've never. Wait, no, we've podcasted at the end of the day
We've
before, but not
definitely
since 2020.
I don't like doing this because it's fucking like I'm done, bro.
All beggars and choosers, bud.
Oh, I needed to make some time happen.
You need to make time happen?
Yeah.
What happened with the other time?
I'm creating time with my brain.
How's that going?
Dude.
Yes.
You know how, like...
Time is fluid? I'm familiar.
I don't know. Just reality happens in your brain. You know how, like, there's a theory that reality isn't really a thing. It's just happening inside your head. And, I don't know. This is nothing. This isn't real, man. But like you can make up your own reality, like whatever you believe, it just happens. Yeah.
Well, yeah, because if you think about it in the perspective of like, all right, like an event occurs and you have 5 different people that observe the same event. One of them's a dog, one of them's a bird, 3 of them are human, and 2 of them have anxiety. They're all gonna like perceive it differently. You know what I mean?
Okay, what's the bird saying?
The bird's like, oh man, that guy threw a rock at a cat.
He's not thinking that at all.
Seems fine.
Bird is like this.
Bird's like, where's the seeds? Yeah.
Where's the seed?
Where's the seeds? Was that rock
you
a
got
seed?
some seed?
I don't know. Maybe it could be a big seed.
What's the dog thinking?
I want to get that cat. Cat looks cool.
Cat looks cool.
Looking cat.
I love the idea that the dogs actually don't want to eat cats. They just like, that cat's cool.
That cat looks very cool.
That's a cool cat, right?
Can't
That's
take
like
my eyes off of that
when
cat.
I see like a cool guy, I'm like, yo, that guy's a cool cat.
True.
Right?
True.
Yeah.
True.
This
is not a good example.
This is terrible.
We're going to wipe all of this. You're not going to hear it.
I know.
But no, I think obviously different mental states can affect how you view the same situation. Same thing as fear mongering. You know what I mean? You can have a very on paper, it can be a factual situation, and then when the press can switch it into like a fearful situation to affect people emotionally.
This is a good time to actually talk about the press. So, you remember how I said like we should start a zine?
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah. So I actually got in touch with JoJo Trenchfoot. She's the editor-in-chief.
Yeah, she sounds like an editor-in-chief.
She is.
Yeah, she sounds like that.
JoJo, I actually reached out to JoJo. I said, hey, we have this really good idea for a zine for Warren, for Alan. I said, we have a newspaper.
You said that to JoJo on the phone.
I said, but I don't think like they're covering like the hard-hitting facts. Like there's a lot of stuff that happens.
The underbelly of Warren.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
I
no
feel
one
like,
talks about it really.
Shut up. I'm being serious. Like, I feel like this.
Me too.
Stop. I'm being serious. So I think that like this could be a really good idea where we like have like a Warren zine comes out like monthly, and it just like they talk about like all the stuff that happens that nobody knows about in Warren. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's just like hard-boiled like facts that are
facts boiled over hard.
Yep. They're not some of them is a little over easy, but I don't know. It could be a cool thing, man. We could have a cool thing going. And so I kind of pitched this to JoJo, and JoJo was like, well, what do you need me to do? And I said, well, I know you're a journalist and
editor-in-chief.
She's in it. Well, this is before the fact that like she wasn't editor-in-chief, But I said, like, look, I will I'm basically Jeff Bezos. You know how Bezos like owns the Washington Post? So, yeah. So I think he does. So that's me.
Misinformation is spreading already.
That's me, right? So I was
Jeff
like,
Bezos in this scenario.
but I was like, you run the paper. Mm-hmm. I'll stand in the back and
fund the paper.
I mean, yeah.
With your wallet.
Yeah.
Yeah. And what did she say to that?
She said, I am in solidly.
Oh, okay.
So she actually sent me over a draft of like one of the first articles.
Yeah.
For
let's take a peek. Let's take a look here.
So the name of the Warren zine is called give me a sec. So
I hate you so much.
Okay, so right now
Held hostage here.
So our zine that I'm in
Yes.
charge of is called Shit That's Going On Right Now.
Great.
Yep.
But there's probably some sort of censorship for this shit because
Well, we put asterisks and exclamation parts and stuff.
exclamation parts.
Yeah.
And you haven't even had any olive oil. I love it.
So I'm gonna let you read the first article. It was like,
Can I read it however I want?
I mean, yeah. I mean,
Fantastic. Give me that thing.
I mean, she worked hard on it. So
She's writing it. I thought you were writing it.
no, I didn't write this. JoJo did.
You made the editor in chief write this?
Yeah. She's the editor. She writes shit.
Oh, this is funny to me. Ink, Sand, and Ducks, a Warren, Rhode Island investigation by JoJo Trenchfoot, editor in chief. Let's talk tattoos. Let's talk beaches. Let's talk about the ducks. Warren, Rhode Island, a town where people say things like, oh yeah, I've heard of that, but never actually stop. But I stopped. I had to. Something was happening, and no one was talking about it. First up, tattoos. They're everywhere. It's unclear if Warren is a tattoo town or just a town where people happen to have tattoos. Sorry. I wandered into a shop on Main Street, name redacted because I forgot to write it down, and found a guy in the chair getting a full back piece of a screaming lobster.
Yo, that was definitely our shop. I remember that guy.
Yeah? Were
Yeah.
you doing the back piece of the screaming lobster?
I was No, I think Sarah was doing the screaming lobster, but
That trend, she loves to tattoo a screaming
she does a
lobster.
lot of lobsters, but like that was actually particularly pretty awesome.
I love that.
The
Yeah.
guy was like 68, I think. It was his first tattoo.
Oh,
No, it was probably his second, actually, I think.
yeah.
Yeah.
That tracks. Well, then JoJo says, why a lobster? She asks. Because I love pain, he said. Fair enough.
Not what he sounded like.
No?
No.
Because I love pain. Is that good?
Oh, man.
Fair enough. The artist nodded solemnly and went back to work. That was definitely Sarah. She hardly speaks. She only nods. Clearly accustomed to Warren's brand of casual masochism. I like the term casual masochism. You know that.
Yeah.
Speaking of pain, let's talk about the beach. Did you know Warren has a beach? I didn't.
I did.
She did? You did.
Didn't you? I definitely knew that Warren had a beach.
Yeah, it's hardly a beach, though.
Yeah, dude, it's kind of a beach. It's like
It's a small beach.
It's like
Don't go there
it's like a
without-
backyard with sand.
Yeah, but you got to be careful because there's fish hooks in the sand for real. Like,
Really?
Don't go in the water without
Dude,
water
don't
shoes.
talk shit about Warren, man.
I'm not talking shit. I lived here for a while. Put your water shoes on at that beach
Put your water shoes on.
because people fish there and they leave their hooks. Do you want me to read this whole thing?
Yeah, come
Oh,
on,
okay.
finish this. It's not a long article. Like,
It's there. It has sand and water happens around it. That's just like you said. But something's off. It's too quiet. Too knowing. Like the beach itself is keeping a secret. I stepped onto the sand and immediately sunk 6 inches in. No one was there except one guy standing knee-deep in the bay, staring at the horizon.
that's so, like, that's
Weird.
really close to like that. That's pretty accurate.
Nice day, I called out, sinking into the sand. He didn't move, not a blink. I left before I came a part of whatever ritual he was conducting. And finally, the ducks. Here's the thing. I found some. They were in a parking lot. What were they doing there? What were they waiting for? No one knows. No one asks. But I will. I will ask. I will not follow up. That's all for now. Stay vigilant, Warren. Sorry. That's all for now. Stay vigilant, Warren. Jojo Trenchfoot.
Shit. She's spitting the hard facts, bro.
She's a goddamn sleuth out there in those beaches.
You gotta remember,
There's only one beach, though.
like, maybe we can get her in here one day, actually, as a guest, because she's just a smart, like, pistol. You know what I mean? She's
a smart pistol.
She's a firecracker, that one.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I do like that term of endearment for women.
Yeah. So, she's got, like, a really strong, like, New England accent, you know?
Strong jaw, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very much. Big round glasses. Mm-hmm. But she smokes. Chain smokes. You know?
Oh.
Yeah.
With the glasses on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, but they're always, like, down on her nose like this.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Are you describing a person from, what's that game? That's Who or whatever? Remember when you flip the faces down?
No, this is a real person.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
I will introduce you to JoJo.
You better.
And maybe we can get her, like, as a guest, like...
I enjoyed reading
we can even
her
give her a
article.
call sometime.
I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So...
We'll hook up with JoJo Trenchfoot.
Yeah, maybe we can have another article next week.
I think that's a good idea. Oh, I have, like, science news. Are you interested in science news?
I mean, I guess.
All right. If I were to tell you that scientists had a bunch of money and they said, hey, listen, you know what we want to do? We want to put woolly mammoth genes into mice so that they have long-ish fur. Would you say, yes, that's a good idea? Continue to do that.
For some reason, I was like...
This is real, by the way.
Woolly mammoths.
Woolly
They don't wear jeans.
They don't wear jeans. They're too big for jeans. So scientists took a genome from the woolly mammoth and they basically implanted it into mice. And now they're looking at this as a practice round in order to, I want to say like de-extinctify, but that's not a word. And it sounds like
so the Jurassic Parking woolly mammoths with mice.
Yeah, but basically they're almost like splicing parts of it, like genes into the mice. They've been doing this with human genes with mice too, so that they're more accurate when they do medical testing. But they did it with the woolly mammoth, and the mice is so cute.
What does it look? Is it real? This is real?
This is real.
What does the mice look like?
They look super fucking cute, man.
Do they have tusks?
They don't have tusks. I wish
Are they like
kinda
shaggy?
did. They're shaggy.
No way. This is real?
This is real.
Get the fuck out. Let me see.
This is real. It's not that big. They just kind of look like they have long fur, but that's what they chose to do.
What the fuck, dude?
So it's like a starter test to see, I guess, how they can change current animals. So like obviously like the passenger for dinosaur DNA would probably be a chicken or a lizard. So they're like taking
How is this legal, dude?
I don't know.
This is fucked up, dude.
It's kind of fucked up, right?
I don't even know if I agree with it. This is like some whack shit, dude.
It's whack. It's weird.
Because we can just start like combining like animals and
animal traits. I'm curious like how far it will go, I guess, because I don't know. It seems like right now it's just aspects, because I think they were trying, it was like a practice run, and they have like a paper that is, I think is being peer reviewed right now, and then it will be released, but it is real. The story is confirmed so far. So right now it's like aspects to see what happened, but like they didn't increase in size at all. They just got like real long coats. So I think they didn't know what was going to happen. They were just like, let's just see.
So now they're
happens.
just extra toasty mice.
They're so sweet. Yeah.
Fake news.
It's fake news.
It's fake news.
But yeah, they do the same thing with, I guess, with human genes in order to, these poor mice. Sometimes I think about mice and then I get sad. Anyway. What the heck? 'Cause they're just in a lab, you know? Anyway. They're doing the work. The mice are doing the work. They're getting hurt so that we can have medicine. So everybody, thank your local mouse.
Dude, no.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
We don't need to be doing that.
Why?
Leave them fucking mice alone, bro.
You don't want to thank them for their service
No, they're
of being trapped in a lab?
They're being abused and like gene spliced in
Well, that's
order
what I'm
to
saying.
like
It's not good. But like, what else are you gonna do?
not do that.
Well, how else are you gonna see how to make vaccines and if they work?
Man,
You're
indigenous
volunteer?
people have been doing their own healthcare for eons before all the white people came over. It was like, we got like space shit that we're gonna inject into your. This is borderline anti-vax shit I'm saying right now, but
you're getting there.
I'm just.
You're getting there.
The fact of the matter is that all these white people came over and be like, you guys are uncivilized. We need to get mice genes up in this bitch. And then we're going to save you from your unethical, uncivilized
lifestyle.
Fucking witchcraft lifestyle.
I was reading, this was a while back, there was a student who was Native and she was studying, I'm not going to be able to remember what it was. It was, I forget if it was like a specific pepper or plant that is common in Native cuisine, but it has like anti-cancer or something like that properties. Yeah. But it's not, I don't think that it's actually saturated enough to use as medicine, but it was interesting at least that she had got, I forget if she got like a grant or something for her research, but I thought that was kind of cool where she was, I mean, kind of showing secrets of like Native culture and like what they use like when they're sick or when, you know, healthy lifestyle tips. I mean, America is not known for preventative health care. I was actually thinking about this the other day.
No, there's no such thing as preventative health care in America.
No. But also we've been raised, born and bred to be consumers. Like my parents are older, so they had like cooking, carpentry, like care classes. And like by the time I went to school, like they weren't teaching you how to cook, do your taxes, do carpentry or anything. So it's just weird to think that like each generation is more helpless because like I was thinking, I was like, oh, like what skills and sewing, that was the other thing that they had.
Yo,
so I
was just talking about home ec class because I was like, home ec
class is the most important thing and they fucking stripped us down so we could buy shit at Walmart and I was like, fuck that. If I had home ec, I would be making clothes. Like I just would. Like they got rid of the creation in the human that you should learn how to do.
Well, I was talking about sewing. I was like, man, I kind of like sewing.
Do you want to take a class?
I was like, I know like traditionally that's kind of zesty for a guy to like sewing.
No, it's not.
Sewing's fucking awesome, dude.
Sewing is very cool and everybody should know about it.
I know. That's what I'm just saying. But I remember home ec and I was talking about home ec.
Did you have home ec?
Yeah.
That's so cool.
We used to make purple cows.
What does that mean?
You never had a purple cow before, dude?
I feel like this is a trap. So
no, it's not, dude. You just take grape juice and then you take vanilla ice cream.
That's okay.
And a little bit of milk.
And then you talking about sewing.
No, yeah, but home ec isn't just sewing. It's also making purple cows, dude.
They give you ice cream and juice.
Yeah, and then you mix it up and it turns into a purple cow.
And then that's home ec.
Then you do it in the blender. And basically it's a lesson on how to press a button on the blender.
Shut the fuck up.
I'm serious, dude.
So
Why is that funny? I remember that vividly. They were like, some old biddy named fucking Ethel was like, we're gonna make purple cows today. And I was like,
where were you?
What, bitch? I don't know. Some fucking school in America.
Okay, that's what I was wondering.
Yeah.
Wild. Yeah, we were stripped down basically to the bones by the time I went to
then we made
class.
a creamsicle. You know a creamsicle?
Oh, yeah.
Orange juice.
Ma used to do that.
Same recipe, but orange instead of grape.
You can freeze your juice and make popsicles at home. Wow. It's true. You can do that.
Wow.
Wow. No, but for real, we've been stripped of our culture basically because the school systems
stripped of the purple cows.
Not purple cows.
Kids aren't making purple cows anymore. What the fuck? What happened to our culture?
But imagine how different it'd be if, like, the people who can't afford healthy food knew how to cook their meals and like knew nutrition. Do you know what I mean? Or like knew how to sew their own clothing so they didn't have to purchase.
It's not hard, man. We got YouTube now.
No, I know we have YouTube, but yeah, I don't know. I just think it was like important, normal baseline skills of how to take care of yourself. The real reason I was thinking about this was I was like, what could I offer in a war zone? And then I was like, I'm going to pick up sewing again. That was my...
What are you going to sew?
anything could be sewn. Skin could
Ew.
be sewn. You need the right. You need
Yuck.
the curvy needle. This one looks like the
Dude,
fish
I'm not
hook, right?
sewing nobody, bro.
Also, people
I'm
up
be like,
to help them.
Yeah, nope.
You wouldn't sew a person up.
No.
You wouldn't sew me up if I got hurt.
I guess.
Goodness, this guy. Would you pass out?
No.
That would be fucking hilarious if something actually happened. You're like, nope.
No, I'd help you
can't.
out. I'd help you out.
Yeah,
I'd be fine with
yeah.
it. What the hell? I can do that shit, man.
I think if I had to pick a role, medic would probably be it.
Yeah, you're
If
healing.
I had to.
I like that about you. You like
I
to
think if
heal
I had
people.
to. I think I just wouldn't want to hurt people is what it. Well, most people.
Dude, you know what's weird? Okay, first of all, it's alarming that we're talking
dark.
about, because we always keep going back to the apocalypse on this podcast. Like, what are we
Yeah.
gonna do when the shit hits the fan, man?
Yeah.
And and then we just fantasize about being cool. But
I mean, I was just thinking, I was like, I need more practical life skills, honestly.
dude, when I
I need
get
to learn how to fish. Go ahead. Sorry.
when I get real stressed out,
Okay.
I have
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I have
the
dreams about I I have dreams about fucking like killing people, man. Like, I have really violent dreams for some reason.
I think that's normal.
It is. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, like, I don't hold back in my. I'm like, I'll fucking kill you, dude. You know.
I think that like could be seen as all the stuff you can't control, you can control in your dream, right? So like all of like the stupid problems that are not as straightforward as like life or death, it's easier to just act on them maybe in a dream.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
I guess, yeah.
Like small time conflict and just like the nuanced bullshit. But like when you're in a violent dream, you're like, well, it's him or me, and like it's like a release of stress, and there's no worry that you're doing the wrong thing. It's just
Like, you know how
acting.
people have like those dreams where they're like, I was trying to punch him, and then
Yeah.
when I punched him, it slowed down, and
I
then
have
my
those
punches.
dreams.
No, my
Yeah.
I punch people and it like full force, but my hands are made out of like knives.
What the fuck?
Like
What are you doing before you sleep? Are you taking an edible?
no,
I'm
dude.
just
I just
curious.
like.
Because I see demons when I take an edible, so I'm just making
I'm probably
sure.
just doom scrolling.
Oh, Fred, that's exactly what it is then. You're just looking at war. So funny.
Oh yeah. So
You need to get off of the Cthulhu.
I know, man.
Take your own advice.
I know. So I'm working on it.
Are
know?
you?
I think it's funny. Okay, so
Are you
I've
working
been-
on it?
Yes.
How?
I am, by not looking so much.
Like how?
Like, so it
rule
used to
of
be, I'd
thumb?
be like this. I'd be like,
Yeah. That is one of my pet peeves when I go out with people.
but now I get it, and I'd be like,
Oh, further
And
away
then-
from your
and
face?
then I'll be like,
Is
nope.
that helpful? Is that good? Well,
Yeah.
good. Yes.
but then I'll
Alright,
be
good.
like,
Pick it up a little bit. And just see what happens a little bit. I get that.
so I know it's bad. I think it's funny. Okay, we should clarify, because you called it Cthulhu. I've been telling everybody this week. I was like, I know shit's bad on the news, and if you follow like any kind of social media, especially Threads. This
Yeah,
Thread. Remember,
I
I said Threads. You want to have a bad day? Just log on to Threads. A good
Yeah,
time.
I'm looking to have a good
So this phone with social media on it, this is an eldritch horror, and it'll make you insane.
Yeah.
You can look, but don't stare. You will fucking lose your goddamn mind.
That just brought something to mind. We talked about it outside of the podcast, but not within the podcast. I'm going to be fuzzy. You're going to fill in the details. There were Korean soldiers
Yeah.
that were brought to Ukraine.
Okay.
Jesus
So,
Christ.
yeah.
He's going to help me.
This is what happened. North Korea
Yes.
decided to conscript
baby boys.
some young soldiers from
Yeah.
their army to help out Russia.
Yes.
So as a gift,
Very
they were like,
sheltered.
here, take these baby boys,
So
give them
babies.
some guns, and they're gonna help you fight the Ukrainians.
But also give them a phone.
I don't know why. I think they gave them phones to help them. Like, this is, I have no idea. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about right now. All I know is
I
that
heard the same story though.
all I know is that they got a hold of phones,
Yes.
and then so in North Korea they don't have anything.
No.
They don't have internet access. And if they do have internet access, it's all propaganda. It's all for like
The
looking
regime.
up things about the regime and dear leader, you know, Kim Jong-un.
Yeah.
So that guy has such a stranglehold over his whole country.
Yeah.
Like,
sad.
you know,
I saw Henry Rollins did a talk. We used to go and see him once in a while when he'd come around, and he went to North Korea. He got a visa and everything. But he was saying basically they have like, they're almost like play sets of villages to make everything look nice.
Yeah, it's all fake.
But
It's all smoke and
fake
mirrors.
and it's
Yeah.
all empty.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's just crazy.
Yeah. And they
How much
worship
fronting
that
they're
guy,
doing.
dude.
Yeah.
So anyway, North Korea force volunteered I can't remember, it was like 10, 20,000 soldiers.
That's more
over
than I
to,
thought it was.
yeah, it was
actually.
a lot.
Yeah.
I think a lot of them unfortunately got killed, but
Jesus Christ.
the only bliss that they had were like they discovered porn. Like they've never seen porn like this before.
Part of the story that I heard
Can you
was that,
imagine
like,
this?
they couldn't get, like, they were not up and at him at all. They were like, no. Like,
Oh, they could. Yeah, they were completely like
they were listless,
lethargic and
Yeah.
not getting up.
They
at
were
all.
like,
And
why
we
would I
like,
do war when I can jerk off and look at porn?
bro?
Why would I do that?
I remember being a kid and finding porn for the first time, and being like,
Yeah.
"What the fuck?" It was like if you grew up eating crackers and being told those were cookies your entire life, and then you get a cookie and you're like, "Whoa, dude! You ever feed a baby a lemon?" And they're just
funny.
like, "Whoa!" That's
a very chaste metaphor for porn.
I'm telling you, dude. Like it must have been bliss right
For a minute.
before they,
Yeah.
you know, ate shit.
The psychology behind it was interesting. I didn't realize that they had perished. In my mind, I was like, they just couldn't get him out of
Dude,
bed.
they
and that
got
was
wrecked,
it.
bro.
Yeah, it's sad. It's very sad.
Sorry.
Also, like, how much? I don't know how much actual war training they could do in that country with with what they have available.
Man, I don't know.
You know what I mean? Doesn't matter.
don't know.
We're done. We're done with that. We're done
Yeah,
with war.
Okay.
We're done with that topic. What is the greatest compliment you've received? What sticks out to you?
The greatest compliment I've ever received.
It doesn't have to be ever, but like I feel like there are like compliment, but like when you get a compliment and you're like, I'm gonna remember this and it's gonna make me feel good. What do you got?
Man, I don't know, dude.
No. Keep
What do you mean,
going.
no, don't just tell me
No.
no. Like that's unacceptable.
Tell me a better
Like,
one.
man, I don't know, bro. People compliment me all the time.
There's not like a part of your life where someone said something nice and you're like, man, I really needed that.
I think somebody said that I'm really funny once.
That tracks. Was it when you were 5? Then you took it and ran with it?
Oh my god.
That was mean. I'm mean today.
it's fine. I don't care.
Fantastic.
No, I don't know. I mean, I am my own target audience. Like,
Yeah, I know.
so like I don't really care if people find me funny or not. Like
No, I
I'm
know.
just gonna do my thing.
I know. Every day in the break room, rapping.
I don't know, man. Like I definitely have a praise kink. Like I just want to be a good boy.
That's how Anthony is.
Like I want people to tell me like you're doing real good.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I am doing good.
I like to withhold praise.
And I think I think, yeah, that's fucked up, by the way. Why are you withholding praise, bro?
I don't know. Do better.
It's never enough. I just need to give it all to me. Hoard it all.
Hoarding.
And be
Hoarding
like, this one
praise.
time, this one person said I was pretty cool. And
That's
then I'm just
sweet.
gonna, I don't know, man. Like, I don't know. I think I don't like remember the actual praise. I just remember people. And I just think,
Do you
like,
remember which person? Do you
this
remember the
person was
people?
nice to me.
That's
And then that's
good you
that's what
remember them.
forms the base. So it's like the best people are the ones that tell me I'm good the most.
Jesus Christ. I'm glad we got there. We've unlocked how to manipulate you for everybody. Probably shouldn't air that. Those are the best people. They tell me I'm good.
Yeah.
No matter what I do.
Something wrong with me, man. I don't
No,
know.
I think that's normal.
Uh,
That's tracks. Everybody wants to be told that they're doing good.
that or like, I like being told I'm really smart.
Oh yeah. Sometimes I tell you,
Yeah.
speaking to a listener,
Yeah. The listener.
that you write very good emails, and you do write very good emails.
Yep. No.
Very professional.
I don't even use AI, bro.
Not always. There was a couple times you did, but that was
because I was fucking busy, and
were
this
tired.
asshole
That's
on the
okay.
internet was
Okay.
like, "Your fucking shop sucks," and I was like,
oh, I didn't know you used it for that.
and I was like, "I got a fucking tattoo in 5 minutes, so I gotta cut some time and like tell you you're a fucking asshole back. So I'm gonna have AI do it real quick." And then I changed a couple letters, and I was like, "Send that shit over," and she
then
was
the
like,
rainforest
and she was like, "Thank you so much. I'll give you a 5-star review right now." And that was it. And
I'm trying to remember which person that was.
So sometimes, like, I don't like AI, but
no, I know.
you know, like, I'm trying to fucking run a business here, man. Like, it's not, I can't just like stop to tell you you're fucking stupid, like,
Every day.
in an hour. Like,
Yeah.
I need that hour. I
No,
gotta tattoo
know.
somebody.
Yeah.
So
I get
that doesn't happen often. I'm very nice to everybody. You can email me anytime you want, 1001troubles at gmail.com. Tell me how good I am.
Tell me I'm good, please. Please tell me I'm good.
I've given up on telling people that they should get laser for the most part.
Don't give up. Keep going.
You know, I don't know,
You do know. Sometimes I need it.
dude. I think they need it if they really want to open up their options, but I don't think it's always necessary. Some people are just really scarred up, and no amount of laser is going to fix the scarring.
Yeah.
You know?
But I mean,
So-
if the ink gets lighter, at least you can tattoo over it without it just looking like a big black blotch. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true too.
Yeah. It depends. It depends on the case.
Man. Laser changes
The skin texture.
how
Yeah.
the skin feels. It actually becomes harder to tattoo. I don't know what it does. It basically scars it,
Yeah.
I think. Yeah.
Well, if you think about radioactivity and sun and laser rays, this is not science.
Laser rays. What laser rays? Where you
Laser
getting-
rays.
I got you got hit by the laser rays.
Laser and like sun exposure similar, right? Because sun does ruin your tattoos. Laser ruins your tattoos. It takes the ink out of them.
Yeah.
It makes them makes that ink go away.
If my name was Ray, like Raymond, I would have people call me Laser Ray.
Raymond Lasers.
Yeah. I'd be a tattoo artist and be like, they call me.
I'd be a tattoo artist still.
Yeah, I would. But I'd be
We know.
Laser Ray.
Laser Ray. I mean, you can be Laser Fred.
No.
Freddie Pickles. No.
Freddie Pickles.
I don't know. No.
How can,
I guess not.
how come I can't be like Fast Freddy or something? Or like,
That's not
well,
good.
there was
Nobody wants
Fast
to be
Eddie's.
Fast
I don't
Freddy.
want to. Can I be like?
Freaky.
No, I don't want to be Freaky
Freddy the
Fred.
Freak.
No, gross,
Real
dude.
freaky boy. Can I tell you something?
What?
When I started my apprenticeship, there was someone within my circle of friends, but I'm not going to call her a friend. But like I was talking about how I was going to do the apprenticeship with you and tattoo or whatever. And like their response was, ew, does that mean you're going to have to touch fat people? And I was like, I'm sorry, what the fuck? Like, that is not even on my radar.
Who
also,
is this person?
Fuck you. I can't tell you. I'll tell you later on.
No,
though.
I want to know. It's
I'll tell
somebody
you
I
later.
know.
I'll tell you later.
No, what the fuck, dude? You can't do that to me, man.
I can. I will. I'll tell you later.
Okay, tell me now and I will cut it out.
No.
Yeah, I promise I'll
This
cut it
person
out.
also interviewed for the apprenticeship.
What? Well, I'll cut that part out too. We don't have to say that.
No, but she's the only other person that you know that I know that interviewed for the
Oh
apprenticeship.
shit! I know who this is,
Yeah.
dude. Okay, all right.
Yeah. So I don't know if that was just because I got the apprenticeship and
I
they
think she was
didn't.
just jealous of you, bro. She wanted to be
Maybe.
you, man. I remember Doug, our mentor, was not like impressed at all by her work.
She got like the okay from we're gonna have to cut. I don't fucking care anymore. It is so specific that I was saying they, but you put a gender to it. But I remember JF being like, just trace them. Just trace the people. It's okay to trace sometimes.
It is okay to trace.
And it is. But for a college teacher to be like, I can see that you
he
tried.
was saying like,
I can see that you tried.
you suck, girl. Just trace it.
But,
Like that's
maybe it would just be easier, trace a little bit.
dude. Fucking James Edwards would trace all the fucking time.
Yeah. For
He
illustrators.
would take photos of himself
yeah.
and just trace himself as a subject. And
I wasn't tracing anything. And I remember I was so fucking mad because there was someone in my class, it was actually her ex-boyfriend who I was friends with. And we had the same, there's a illustration book called Framed Ink. So it talks about just like how to get like a good shot. It's kind of storyboarding. It has like a Western vibe, but we had a project that I worked hard on. He traced over one of the frames in the book, and it just so happened we both had the same book. And I was like, he got like an A+, and I was pissed. And I was like, oh, this looks very familiar. And I like opened the book, and I was like, wow, this looks just like your project. Weird.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Who is this?
His name is Pat. But it's also is a whole thing. But I think he was just hard pressed for time. But it never crossed my mind ever to cheat or to trace or to do anything in college. And then like after talking to other people, I was like, oh, I guess I coulda. But it never even occurred to me.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know. I've done book rags in the past, but
I didn't trace it all because I thought it was bad to trace. But now I look back and I'm like, man, I should have
Why would I trace?
I would have traced everything.
No, fuck that.
No. You were going for illustration. There's a difference, though.
But still, you got to get your skills up while you're in that space, I think. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
For the masterwork, doing a masterwork, yes, trace it. And then I was just talking about this with Anthony. Like, I think doing a masterwork is a great way to learn, where you just like carbon copy like a painting or like someone whose work you love, and then you try to stroke for stroke, like do
this fucking child.
Do the same rendering, right? And then you're learning the techniques by fault and error or whatever the fuck.
Well, yeah, we do that
That's
now.
great. Yeah.
Like,
I think that's great.
I think you can have more creative control if you find the references yourself, though, and like, or create the references yourself.
Yeah.
Out of real life, and I don't know, like, I don't consider like. I think there's a huge difference between like illustration, which is typically a commercial style of art, and then like fine art when you're feeling the canvas and you're just pouring out your feeling into.
I love to pour it out.
I'm just shitting on the canvas.
Shut up.
You know, like there's and those motherfuckers will look at what we do and be like, huh. it's not there's no feeling. Where's the soul? Where's the soul of the painting? You're selling baseball cards. This is comic books. Nobody cares. Like, that's why they treated Alphonse Mucha like shit. And look at all you motherfuckers now on fucking tattoo. All you motherfucking tattoo artists love Mucha.
Yeah.
Dude, neo-traditional is basically all Mucha ripoffs.
Preach.
So, the main point is that it's okay to trace. You don't have to trace everything. I'm just saying, if you're trying to draw a hand and you have a due date and it's like in 5 hours,
Preach.
And you're trying to like draw a hand and you're drawing this hand and you just can't get the form right, and you're just like, well, I don't want to trace it because then it's not real art.
Yeah.
No, bro, just fucking trace it and get it over with, because then it'll look right.
Yeah.
So
that is true, but I will say, I think also our skills are up because we didn't trace for a really long time. But also,
no, my skills are up because I traced a lot.
Oh, okay.
Muscle memory, 100%. Because if you trace something enough, you bank it in your memory, and then eventually you can just start. Like, I became really good at like looking at something and then being able to just draw it from eye.
Yeah.
And I think that's where that skill comes from. Honestly, is like. It's like a stencil. I honestly think like just tattooing a lot has
said that
made
also
me better,
about
a better
faces.
artist.
She said that initially she traced her like in art school or whatever, she traced over it, and then she got the forms and then she built it up or whatever. But initially tracing, it is true though, because it makes you aware of shapes that you looking at with your naked eye, your brain gets in the fucking way. So like when you trace over something and then you look at the shapes that are present, because perspective will always fuck with you. I think it just helps you to be able to like you said, like staple it down and be like, oh, okay, like when a face is turned this way, the mouth is making this shape, the nose is making this shape. And it's more straightforward than like trying to look at it and draw it in a space. And also it's just hard to get perfect references sometimes too. I don't know.
Yeah, that's true.
In life. It's a whole thing.
What do you, when a kid is like, I want to be a tattoo artist, how do I do that? And what do you say, like, well, let me see your work, and they like then they open up their portfolio and it's just all like fucking like finger paint smears, and they're like, this is a portrait of my dog.
Aw, sweet.
and you come across the topic of tracing, what do you tell them?
I don't know if that's literally ever happened. I would probably say like tracing could be a great tool for you to be able to like get to see from a reference what is happening within the source and the subject, where like you can draw parallels through the different shapes. If it's a masterwork too, you can see what's working in the piece, where like there's certain like for me, I try to do rules of 3 and then like diagonals to make things more dynamic. So if you're tracing a masterwork, you can even like go as far as that, where you're even tracing like the shapes of the subjects.
Yo, what the fuck is a masterwork?
Like a masterwork is like a Da Vinci. When we were at UMass, they had us do we weren't in the same class. For Media Tech, they had us do like a masterwork for...
They did? No, we didn't do any of that shit.
NCYF.
Oh, well, he's not a master though, is he?
So he's considered a master of illustration.
So his shit is a masterwork?
I mean, in the
we
class,
did that too. We did
that's
a
what they
bunch
called
of
it.
YF.
That's what they called it. So like you could do that with like, what's the raft that we did? What's the name of that? With the dead people on the raft.
Medusa raft or some
yes,
shit?
the Medusa raft.
Yeah.
You were completely correct. So those are...
Thank you. That made me feel really good.
I'm a listener.
I'm a good boy.
That is correct though. Like we had to do a group project where each person got a little chunk of the Medusa raft, which is this giant oil painting. So each person had to render that one little section, and there's nothing more frustrating when you do a good job and then you're surrounded by shit and it doesn't look good. Doesn't matter.
You're like all your classmates are just ass.
Well, because like I wasn't a big
They're
party
learning.
girl, so like
they're learning. You weren't?
I wasn't a big party girl. I just like hung out with my illustration
I
friends.
would piss people off, dude.
You would piss.
I almost failed like illustration 7 or whatever. I don't know how many
I
fucking
saw your
classes.
portrait.
What? Shut up, dude. I was just mixing real life with art, you know? It's like art imitating life and vice versa.
Yeah.
So we're supposed to do a fucking self-portrait for the illustration card at the end of your senior portrait.
Yeah.
And mine was me in a Santa hat drinking a fucking gin and tonic.
Was it a gin and tonic?
Yeah.
I thought it was a beer.
No.
Didn't you have vomit on your creeping down your mouth?
It looked like fucking cum. I was just like, why is there like there's like spit all over me? I looked like fucking Rick from
I remember that
Rick
then.
Sanchez
I was like,
action.
Who the fuck is this guy? Like, what is
dude,
this
you remember
bullshit?
like when you told people like I'm gonna go tattoo apprentice with Fred in Rhode Island, and people were like, you should watch yourself.
Yeah.
What the fuck, dude?
Honestly, can you blame them with the stories? Probably.
What stories?
Milling around.
That I just like
He's a party boy.
I just
He's
like
a
to
party
party.
guy.
That's not a fucking crime. Like, I love the ladies, man. The ladies tell me that I'm good.
It's true.
Sometimes there's a theme here.
Sometimes
they're
withholding.
They don't withhold.
Oh.
No.
Sometimes
they walk by and they say, "That's a good tattoo. Good job."
Tattoo.
And I'm like,
And you go to their booths and you say,
"Dang, you did that shit."
Mm.
Yeah, I said, I'm like, holy shit, that's fucking awesome, dude.
But you don't do it too much because then they might think that you're sarcastic.
And then but I'm like, you didn't do that shit. You did that.
And they like
Sarah makes fun. She laughs at me all the time.
You should do that to Charity. You hardly ever fuck with Charity.
Because Charity's so nice.
She doesn't like that you don't mess with her just like anybody else.
She doesn't? She said that?
She said there was one time where you were like, "Oh, I don't want to mess with you because you're so sweet," and she was like, "That's not good. You can do it. Like you should do it."
But I don't know, because she just smiles and she gets quiet, and I'm like, okay.
No, she's funny.
I know she is. I love Charity a lot.
But
also she's just, I don't know, like,
just the fucking best.
Just don't want to hurt her feelings, and I know she can take it. I don't know what it is about.
Honestly, sometimes she doesn't even know.
I know.
She doesn't even know.
I know.
That you're giving her the old razzmatazz.
I do give her a little razzmatazz every now and then.
Yeah, she's great. I love everyone here.
Me too.
I like Jess when Jess is spicy too.
Jess is always spicy.
Me and Jess, like whenever one of us is like, "I'm a piece of shit," the other person will be like, "What did you say?" I've done it to her and Sarah, and I did that today. I said some shit about myself, and she was like, I'm like, all right, fair enough. But it's good to have people to remind you you're supposed to be not negative to yourself or whatever the fuck.
Man, I love being negative to myself.
I know you do. But
like negative self-talk, that's what's up.
You like that?
Yeah.
Well, that's very...
But only me.
Yeah, that's confusing though, because you said that you want to be called a good boy, but you're calling yourself
I'm
a
not
bad guy.
calling myself a good boy. I'm like, you're a good boy, Fred. I'm like, no, Fred, you fucking suck, dude.
Is that why you want praise from other people though? Because you're being so bad to yourself.
I don't know.
You're like, I need someone to throw
I'm
me.
like, who are you, dude? You don't even know what you're doing.
Me or you?
Me. That's what I'm saying to myself. I'm
None
like,
of us actually know what we're doing.
Dude, you think you're a tattoo artist? You're not, dude. You're
just a piece of shit.
Charlatan.
Yes.
You're just a nobody.
You're a joker in a costume.
You don't even know.
You fucking
You
clown.
have no business telling anybody anything.
No, you shouldn't even.
And that's when I decided I'm not here for anybody else that does tattoos. I'm just here for the clients, man. So if you like what I do, cool, man. I like you too. You know what I mean? And that gives me confidence. So.
And here we are. Confident.
You can't believe yourself, you know? Like,
you can't believe yourself.
Don't believe yourself. Okay, so
that's not a good general.
That is a perfect thing to say.
Okay.
Yeah, 100%, because we feel things sometimes.
Ooh, we're back.
Oh yeah, sometimes we feel things, right? And it just because you're feeling it doesn't mean it's true.
True.
It's just a feeling, man.
Yeah,
you know?
That's true. I agree with that.
Our brains will tell shit to ourselves. They'll be like, bro, you suck. And you have a choice. Most people don't know this.
Meandering.
They don't know that they have a fucking choice. Do you know what I mean?
I do know what you mean.
Like, you'll say something to yourself and you'll be like, shit, it must be true. My brain said it.
Yeah, I had bad brain earlier today, and then I realized I needed to eat something. Anthony calls it bad brain. Bad brain day. My brain, it was not being nice.
Brain is a euphemism for getting head.
Oh. Like always it was?
Yeah, like she gave me brain.
Fuck off. You guys, what are we supposed to do? I can't say most things anymore. Like everything is a euphemism. So frustrating. No, I was just super fucking cranky when I got here today, and I was like, fuck this.
Yeah.
I want to bite everyone's head off. And usually if I'm not interacting, it's like, just don't talk to me. And then I just needed to eat. And
I could tell you were crabby.
Yeah.
I came in and Sarah and Sid were in the back, and I was like, what's going on, guys? And they were like, everything's good, but Michelle, she's in a weird mood right now. And I was like, why? And Sarah goes, she saw me and she was like, Michelle said, hi, Sarah, how's it going? And then Sarah was like,
I was joking.
Good.
I was just fucking with her. I was actually feeling better when I was doing that.
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
So I shouldn't do that. So like Sarah she just gets weird when people say hello to her. So,
I know.
Like, sometimes I'll do it different every day.
Yeah, you can't say hi to Sarah like that. Do you know how I say hi?
She was back here though.
Do you know how I say hi to Sarah?
I'm just gonna stop saying hi to her.
Do you know how I say hi to her?
Hi, Sarah.
No, I don't.
What do you say?
No. I see her and she sees me and I go, and then she goes, and then she goes, so, what's up?
Yeah, I'm not you.
I'd be like, suh, dude. She'd be like, dude, suh. We do that whole thing. Like, we hem and haw and like, yeah. But I don't know. I don't fucking say hi. Or sometimes we just see each other and I go, and then she goes, like that.
Yeah.
So I don't know. That's just our thing. But that's our thing, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You do this thing where you're like, hi.
I don't normally do that to
How are
her
you?
at all.
Like, you do the church greeting.
No,
You ever
I
go to
don't.
church?
No, I don't. And I don't normally do that to her. Usually
Bro.
I say, hey, Sarah. And that's it, because I know that she doesn't like it. But today, I was like, I'm going to be different now. And then I went, hi, Sarah.
Ew, I don't like it. Dude, that's so...
She didn't like it either, probably.
Yeah.
Sorry, Sarah. It is what it is.
I'm sorry. I'm not trying to judge you, but like...
Oh, I don't care. You can judge me.
the whole,
It doesn't mean
like,
anything to me.
I don't like also when people greet me like I'm going to church for the first time.
I don't know. What is it? No one talks at Catholic churches.
Okay, I'm talking about
We don't
like...
say shit to each other.
I'm talking... Like, I've been to like
Nothing.
a non-fundamentalist, like...
I don't know what that means.
born-again Christian church.
Thank
you ever been
you,
to one of them
Jesus.
things,
no,
man?
Mom said no. Mom
Literally,
said you can't go
you're
there.
calling on the right guy right now. That's
Yeah, no.
what she said. Jesus.
Mom said don't go to that.
Jesus.
It's a cult.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Isn't fucking Catholicism a cult too?
Yeah, probably.
So all these Jesus
But,
worshippers are like, you're not doing it right.
There was one weird church in town that used to be in Ames.
Where's the blood and the wine?
Right? She wasn't wrong, though. It was like Anthony's family was part of that church, and it was really culty and fucked up.
Dude, go to one of those churches just to observe. That you'll go in and they're like, oh, fresh blood. Yeah. And they're like, fresh meat.
Oh, well, I've been to a funeral with them, and they were the same
surround
way.
you, and they'll be like, hi, how are you? Oh my God, it's so nice to meet you. Hi, we're doing church right now. Do you want to do church together?
I'm about to get churched.
Dude, they get it's like weird, church. Super, like too happy, exaggerated. Like it feels fake.
It is.
It feels like walking into the South. You ever go to the South?
I mean, yeah.
You ever go to a Waffle House in the South?
No, but I really want to.
I don't like. That's why I like New England, bro.
I like waffles.
I
like waffles so much more than pancakes.
No.
You do. You like pancakes. You like blueberry pancakes, banana pancakes.
Waffles suck, bro.
No, waffles they keep the syrup in a fucking container so you can eat it. The pancakes absorb it, and then it's just a bunch of wet mess.
I don't like waffles. Like, they're okay. But they're too chewy.
Stop it.
And I don't know.
They're crispy sometimes.
No, I don't like them crispy, man. I want cake. Pancakes. You don't look at a girl's ass and be like, dang, look at those waffles. You say, damn, that's a lot of cake. You know what I'm saying?
Isn't waffle also a thing for sex?
This is the thing of the blue waffle, yeah.
Okay.
But that was a whole, checking. Like, some woman's, like, vagina that was, like...
prolapsed, or...
I don't know.
Blueberries fell out.
The whole thing fell out. I don't know, man. It looked...
Sucks to suck. What happens to people's bodies out there? It's wild. Anyway, sorry.
Okay. We should probably wrap this up.
I don't know how, man.
What do you mean?
We covered a lot of ground.
Yeah, it was too much. This is a meandering one for sure.
These are my favorite. I was in a spicy mood today anyway because I was just mad in general.
I'm off, man. I'm not feeling...
You're off?
Yeah, I'm fucking off, bro.
Why?
I felt like we should have done the podcast yesterday. I was on. I felt good.
Oh, I was working so late, though.
And your friend Sarah seemed to think I was funny, too. That made me feel good.
Yeah. She was like, he's got a lot of energy. And I was like, he sure does.
I do.
He's still awake.
I sure do.
He's awake forever.
Like, I had a coffee. Like, I had a latte. It's fucking like 10:40 right now.
Yeah. Are you okay?
I'm fine.
Cool.
I can drink coffees like no problem. Dude, I'll drink like fucking coffees, and then I'll fucking nap.
I drank a coffee without eating, and then I went into an anxious spiral, and I showed up at work.
Nah, man, it makes me focus. I'm like...
I also looked at my schedule wrong, left my tablet here last night, and then had to get here early to drop for my second client.
Oh, that's a bad sleep right there, too.
That's why I was like in a weird... Well, I didn't realize I didn't have my tablet until I woke up in the morning. And I was like, fuck.
Sucks to suck, bro.
Hey, things happen. And I was like, I'm going to be here all day.
You know what doesn't lose battery?
You?
Pencil and paper.
Oh, well, yeah, that's true. But all of the shit that she wanted, the fucking references were in there. I didn't have it in an email. Because I did an in-person consult like an adult.
I see.
Not a child. Just throwing shade for no reason. Let's wrap this up.
All right. So next week
you're going to have...
By the way, I don't think anybody knows this, but we are actually bi-weekly. This is a bi-weekly podcast. So I don't know why I'm saying. I just want you to know. So in case you're looking for another episode next week, there's not going to be one.
But there
it'll
will
be the week
one...
after. No.
Jesus Christ,
I mean,
Fred.
this is being filmed like beforehand.
Fred.
What? This is gonna release. I know. So
every other week
next
you'll
week,
receive a new
when this
podcast.
comes out next week, you won't have one. You have to wait for the week after. But maybe if I get something filmed on Monday, I'll do like an extra. It'll be like, hey, here's a gift. You know.
There you go.
Here's a little
carrot cake.
A little yum yums on the side.
A little
there.
lemon square.
Yeah, man.
I love lemon squares.
So
croissant. I'm so hungry.
Oh shit. Okay.
That's one way to do it, I guess.
I'm tired. It's the weekend. I'm fucking done, son. I'm over the shit. I don't want a tattoo. I do want a tattoo more, but I'm just tired. So give me a chance.
I think that's fine. I don't know what you're talking about. I think we should wrap it up.
I think we should too.
Yeah, I think you're going into the dream realm.
The dream realm.
With your eyes open.
Sometimes I dream dreams about? Dude, you know what I was thinking?
That was the best, dude. You've said it in a while.
Okay, last thing. Okay, ready? Dude, have you ever seen AI pictures where it's like dude morphs into a fucking banana and then he morphs into a zombie and he's like puking guts and then like somebody's eating the guts
it's
and
very
then
cool.
They serve pancakes and then they're at Waffle House. Like
yeah,
I've had dreams like that.
Yeah.
Do you think it's possible that AI is like it's got to become real. It's got to become like have like its own consciousness eventually. You know, they talk about the singularity like like they talk about like AI becoming self-aware.
Yeah, Anthony's little chatbot named himself the other day.
That's weird.
Named himself Byte, B-Y-T-E.
That's cute.
Yeah, it is cute.
So if sometimes I'll look at like videos of like AI videos created by AI and it looks like dream space. It looks like how my dreams.
Well, then you have to break down like, are you just being fed those AI videos because of what you're searching?
It makes me feel weird because it looks like Uncanny Valley for sure. Like after I look at AI long enough, I will look at other things and I can't tell what's real anymore because it puts my brain in this space where it's like
it is getting closer and closer.
It's fucking weird. But my point is that this is funny. I was just talking about the 4 Agreements the other day with somebody. The 4 Agreements is like a self-help book written by Don Miguel Ruiz.
Ooh, Don Miguel.
It's basically on like how to live a fruitful and happy life without, I don't know, without feeling like all this pressure of the outside world. Basically, it's basically a way to reevaluate your life and reevaluate like
what you
things
want.
that you have agreed with as a child and throughout your early life. Because what happens is everybody is born and then they're told things and then they're
taken as truths, but yeah,
I think you just don't realize, like a lot of people don't realize they actually have a choice to believe things. They just agree with them.
Yeah.
You know, you're born and you're told like, oh, you're really good at soccer because you're Portuguese. And you're like, yeah, I guess I am. Like, I agree with that.
Yeah.
You don't realize you have a choice, or if even that's true, you know. But then there's all these agreements that put pressure on you, and this forms like the scenario, like the narrative of your whole entire life. And what he's saying is like you can challenge all of these agreements that you've made with yourself, and you can choose whatever you want. And
that's cool.
And it's so
I'll read
like
that.
Yeah, it's really good.
Give me that book.
But there's a part in it when he talks about like he talks about the dream. Like everybody has a dream, or like the world, it has like this collective dream.
Whoa.
And you can choose to be a part of that dream or not. It's up to you, but basically everything in this world is just a story. It doesn't mean it's true. It doesn't mean it's false. And it gets into like what is reality and all of that stuff, you know? But basically, he's saying like when you dream, there's like, let me back up. So when you're awake, there's a frame around your reality. And when you sleep, that frame is
dissipated,
taken away.
Yeah.
And then there's...
I know what you mean.
You know what I mean? So...
Timelines are different.
I was thinking about that, right. Yeah. So I was thinking about that. And then I was like, holy shit. Like that, does that mean like AI is actually like...
dreaming?
Unframed reality right now, and it hasn't really figured out like how to frame its own reality so it can become self-aware.
Didn't they refer to that though? Like when AI, like years ago when AI came out, they say it was like I thought one of the images or things they were doing was AI dreaming.
Man, I don't know.
I'll send it to you.
Somebody
it was making art, but it was way more abstract than it is now. This has to be at least over 5 years ago, when they had just started implementing stuff. But it was basically taking Google Images and they called it like AI dreaming, and it was making new art, but it was very abstract. It was like color and like just like a creative way to take all the resources basically it was given and like create a new thing. But now it's become very specific, obviously, where it's had so much resources that you can, you know, tell it what to make.
Yeah.
And it's way more realistic. But I remember when it was really fucked and it looked crazy.
It looked really terrifying sometimes.
But I think they did refer to it as it's like a dream bot or something like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, I would say.
I don't know. I think it's just like the idea that reality is like our little brains are just like little antennas.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I always laugh at people that like to take shrooms because I always think like
I like to take shrooms.
Like if there is like a higher being, and for me it's creator. Like if creator could watch people do shrooms and be like, stop that, like stop abusing it because you're just fucking up your antenna. This is your cable box, and it receives like information and then it converts it into reality. And what you're doing is you're just going like this to the antenna and you think you're seeing shit and you're not seeing anything. You're just fucking up the signal.
Well, if you just take a little bit of shrooms, you don't see anything, but I feel like it breaks, like as you explained, it breaks the barriers of all of those agreements that you think that you have, and it makes everything feel more simple, I guess. I don't know. I did it 2 weeks ago, I think. Yeah,
I think it's like ego death. It completely, it kind of taps you into like outside who you think you are.
I think that if you did a small amount, you would enjoy it.
Man.
I know that you're not going to, and I think that's fine.
I have family history with like mental health issues.
Yeah.
I do not want to risk that shit. Chances are I will open a door in my brain and not be able to close it.
I've only done shrooms twice, and it's been like a lower dosage. It's never been as intense as people. I also, like all of my friends, when they did it the first time, they were drunk off their ass and they took way too much, and then they had a terrible time. They threw up everywhere. It can be much more subtle. And I think if you do it with someone that you love or like or whatever, like you can just have like these really heartfelt conversations and like talk about things that you were nervous to talk about before, and you can explain your thought process much more clearly and without fault and ego.
Yeah,
if that makes sense.
I think that's great. I think it works for a lot of people too.
Yeah, but I've also like actively I've not wanted to take too much because I like being in control of my shit.
Yeah,
I'm not.
I talk to people that take like heroic doses, and
I don't know why they would do that, but you know, do your thing. See God, bro. Go off.
I don't know, man. It's just probably not for me.
That's fine. Yeah.
I'm afraid.
Sometimes it just feels like a strong edible, though. Like it's really not.
No, I get it.
I don't know. The times I've done it, I've been like, it's not that crazy. It's not that bad. But also, I haven't done a lot.
You what?
I haven't had a lot. Like I haven't actively tried to have too much. Maybe one day. We'll see.
Okay.
I like to not see demons.
Yeah, dude. I don't want to fuck with that shit.
See that shit at night. I don't need to see it
I got too much fucking religious trauma too, man. I'm
nice.
think about that shit and be like, the demons are gonna get me.
Yeah. Don't worry about the demons.
We gotta go. It's late as fuck. I'm hungry.
Let's leave and eat soup.
All right. So, bitches don't know. Shit's going down.
Stop it.
We up in here we're doing the tattoos, man. If you need a dope tattoo, come to 1001 Troubles Tattoo in Warren, Rhode Island, and get a beautiful. We got 9 artists. We're all fucking kicking ass and shit. We're going hard in the paint in this motherfucker, bro. We got new artists, old artists, mid artists, dope artists. We got everything that you want. You want traditional? We got you. You want ignorant style?
Ignorant style.
Go see your buddy down the street that's got kids. And yeah.
What is ignorant style?
Ignorant style?
Yeah.
It's like,
is that a term?
It's like give a tattoo machine to a 5-year-old and say, draw this.
Ignorant style.
And then he draws it for you, and then you charge $300.
All right, let's wrap it up.
Yep. So anyway, we got you over here at the tattoo shop. We are the best tattoo shop in Rhode Island. I don't know if you know this, but we used to have an ink master here. But also,
she's a baba.
I was also on Ink Master once as well. Did you know that? You were too.
I didn't know.
Yeah.
Now I know. Yeah.
I was on Ink Master.
Technically, yeah.
Yep. Definitely.
Let's wrap it up.
All right. So, I love you.
Love you too.
And you're my best friend.
Oh, that's nice.
I'm glad we're buds.
I thought you were talking to the speakers, the listeners.
Yeah, bitch.
That was a horrible high five.
That's what's up.
We're tired.
We'll see you next week. And yeah, stay cool.
Stay cool.
Stay in school.
Stay in school.